representing the MPPD as well. So it is an honor to celebrate with you Hispanic Heritage Month. I've been living in the U.S. for more than 17 years, and I can tell you that being a Latina in the U.S. has been quite of a roller coaster experience. While I've been exposed to several good experiences, met amazing Nebraskans, and achieved innumerable personal and professional goals, there were also painful situations along with heartfelt statements because of my heritage. Go back where you come from. Speak English, you're in America. In addition to inexplicable assumptions and stereotypes based on my identity. Questions like, do you work in an office? How? I remember the first time I got to rent an apartment in downtown Omaha, and I was so excited to show it to a friend of mine when in the hallway my neighbor told us, I am so glad that you ladies came on time. I was about to leave. Please grab the vacuum cleaner and start with the front room. While my friend was loudly laughing, I was shockingly trying to breathe, think, and calmly react. I can tell you that the best part was to see this lady's face when I told her, hi, I am your neighbor. Don't ask me why, but a few months after, she moved. Sometimes when people see me, they assume I don't speak English. I eat beans and tacos with hot sauce every day, and I am uneducated, and I am dancing all day long. Well, almost right on that one, especially when I'm playing. I consider myself a Latina, Hispanic, professional, and an immigrant that contributes to our country like millions of Latinos, Hispanics in the U.S., in Nebraska. While I mostly try to understand people's reaction, I also ask myself, what would be the reaction of those individuals if I asked them the same questions based on stereotypes about their identity or an assumed reality? Reality is not all Hispanics are immigrants. Speak Spanish, eat beans, or are on welfare. In fact, Latinos and Hispanics have a growing presence in the United States of America. This year, the Pew Research Center stated that the U.S. Hispanic population reached more than 62 million in 2020. Hispanics grew by 23% in the United States. And with all that, this made me think, what is Hispanic? Is it a language? Is it a race? Is it a country? No. It is a classification created by the United States which is meant to encompass all people who have a culture that relates to the Iberian Peninsula of Spain or Portugal. Wow, that covers a lot of people. And it covers a decent amount of cultural diversity. It made me think of who I am as a person, since I am considered Hispanic too. So guess what I did? I purchased a DNA kit. I voted to discover who I am, to confirm or kill family legends, and to discover what a Hispanic really is. 6 short weeks after, I got the link to a website that mapped out my entire family history. That website seems to know everything, by the way. But I would finally discover what a Hispanic is made of. The website showed that I was 70% Indigenous American. So, in my area of the Americas, that means I am mostly Inca. I am also 5.4% Chinese and Southeast Asian. This includes a touch of Vietnamese and a bit of Thai and Indonesian. I also have a dab of Mongolian. The website that knows everything said that Genghis Khan is my uncle, by the way. We are only 75%, okay? We need to know about the other 25%. Well, 19.9% is European. 16.4% was Spanish and Portuguese. 2% Italian, 0.7% Eastern European. Then there was that little dot of Ashkenazi. I'm Jewish. Hispanic are Jewish. Lastly, I found that I am 3.6% Sub-Saharan African. When I learned all this, it made me think of my country. I am originally from Lima, Peru, from the port of Callao. By the way, the website seems to know that one too, and that's great. I learned about the Inca in grade school, much like Americans study George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. My test made me feel closer to the grand names of the great Inca, like Atahualpa and Tupac Amaru. But that was just part of it. I also confirmed my Asian heritage, something that I was aware of every time I looked myself in the mirror. The question was always, Japanese or Chinese? Both have large communities in Peru. The Chinese came in the 1800s to work in agriculture and mining. The Japanese came to be fishermen. As we know, I was not just one Asian culture, but seven. It was the end of one of the mysteries my family carried. It made me think of the Calle Capol, or Capon Street, the center of the largest Chinatown in South America. The faces there resemble my own in some way. Now, when I walk there, I'm thinking that perhaps everyone there is my cousin. Spanish culture surrounds us in Peru. Spanish is the dominant language, but there are also 47 other languages in Peru. The architecture, the food, the religion, and art is specifically European, and these aspects are a part of daily life. My Spanish heritage and my Black heritage that now I'm aware of make me remember other Peruvian heroes I learned of as a child. Santa Rosa de Lima and San Martín de Porres are commonly discussed 500 years after they died. They are Catholic saints from Lima, and I'm particularly drawn to San Martín de Porres because my DNA shows that we are similar in heritage. He far more African than I am, but I feel connection that I did not have before. At least 3% kinship, the website says that we're cousins. So what did I discover? What is a Hispanic? Yes, I have a Spanish ancestry, but I can also celebrate Asian, African, Jewish, European, and Native American cultures as my own. So you know I can party all year round. It seems that Hispanic is a citizen of the world. We enjoy a racial and cultural background that means all races are incorporated. This makes sense. When we look to those countries that we might describe as Hispanic, they are a fantastic mix of people, places, and cultures that come together from all over the world. Perhaps the US government didn't know that they were basically describing diversity when they applied the term Hispanic to millions of people. Maybe Hispanic is just a synonym of awesome. We speak of a Hispanic heritage, but we also know that the very rich culture we refer to when we use the term Hispanic is itself the result of a unique blending of other cultures, traditions, and nationalities, each with its own history and character. Hispanics, in turn, have contributed immeasurably to the development of this country. Hispanic Heritage Month is an important opportunity for all of us to understand and value not just the incredible contributions of the past, but to celebrate a diversity that unites and truly makes America great. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, remember, Hispanic means to have a connection with everyone. Your Hispanic neighbor is Native American, Asian, European, Black in widely different aspects, arrangements. And if your neighbor is like me, they even have a dash of caveman DNA. Muchísimas gracias. Gracias. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month to all of you. Now, I would like to call to the dais Commissioner Mario Whitmore to present this year's Community Awards recognitions.
Hello, I'm Mario Whitmore, and I am going to present the awards that we have today. First, we have the nonprofit